Yeah, I think we are live. I think.
All right.
So, how is everything going?
Everything's good. How
Good,
about you?
good, good. You still have your marker and then the board and doing calculations,
If I
huh?
need to.
Yeah. And so, how is the preparation?
It's going well. It's tough, at the end of the year to beginning of the year with work and everything. But no, in all
Mm-hmm.
honesty, it's progressing like I expected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, are you in better shape than previous events?
Um, Probably I mean, I make slight improvements to my max lifts
Mm-hmm.
continually, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going up a little. I mean, a few drag bags. So I'm as good or better than I have been.
As well now.
Yeah.
So, and you probably plan to be much better then.
Yeah. I'm not so much worried about power and strength anymore. I have bigger problems with technique and skills than I do, just generating the power of the endurance. So that's what I
Mm-hmm.
try to work on more often than not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Soon, soon, Irakli and the our translator will come. Today we will have, I think, Roman, and then we can start. Yeah. Let me also quickly share the link on social media. So, were you surprised about Kanai?
I was. I mean, when I talked about it after the match, a lot of people said, yeah, he kings moves all the time. And I don't know if I missed it prepping for it, but I was not prepared for him to kings move. And Travis goes, "Oh yeah, he does it all the time." And I'm going, then I must have been watching like the wrong videos or something.
I can't believe because
Um,
you told me that you don't watch the arm wrestling videos so much except your own matches, and now you watch that guy, and you are telling me that you missed that. I mean, it is
well,
not like I mean he's just like this. He never. I don't think he goes like this,
no.
but he just like yeah. But you know what I realized there? I think that I almost saw you, or I should say, I saw you almost doing shoulder pressure.
I was considering it. I
Yeah,
was
because you
getting
were coming close there, you
yeah,
know. If you had it, maybe it would be easier.
Hello.
yeah.
Hello, Irakli, how are you?
Good, good. You?
Good. Can
How are
you
you,
turn the
Tazila?
Howdy, Irakli.
Irakli, you turn the camera sideways? Yeah?
Okay, okay, okay. 1 minute.
Yeah. Mm, mm.
It's good.
Yeah. As long as you did it sideways, then everything is good. Yeah. So Irakli, he okay, wait for Roman then, just because it won't be easy. So what did you think about that match? Like, what did you think? Like, like, did you feel in any danger that you might lose the match? You might have lost the match,
I was afraid of losing on fouls. I
on
knew I
foul.
wasn't after the first match. No, halfway into the second match, I knew I wasn't going to get pinned. I knew
Mm.
because anytime it came back to center, I could come back at any time. So I wasn't worried about getting pinned. And usually I'm pretty aware of my elbow fouls. But they were calling fouls, and I'm going, I trust the refs when they say I fouled, but I'm going,
I
man,
mean,
I
but
didn't think
listen,
I
listen.
fouled.
When you were just trying to rise,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. Even I saw from far away, not referee, but just like your like. I think that you had like. I mean, like if you are not in danger of losing, why would you? hurry up and move that sharp and then risk yourself to
Yeah.
lose. Were you panicking that, yeah, maybe
I
your
wasn't
endurance would be?
I wasn't panicking, but my arm was blowing up. And I know he was getting tired too,
Yeah.
but I was afraid. I go, man, if I get to where I can't close my hand, you know. So but towards the end, I finally just calmed down and I just told myself, I go, just don't foul. I
Yeah.
don't care how long it takes, do not foul, you know. So
Yeah. Hello, Roman. Welcome.
Hello guys,
Hello,
welcome. How
hello.
much Josira? Shemozno.
Yeah. Roman,
Yes,
can you please translate to Irakli that Todd just like 15 minutes nonstop said how he's gonna destroy Irakli and just put him on his like arm on the
yeah.
yeah
ირა ეკლე მოკლედ ერთი
case.
15 წუთია. 15 წუთიაო, კაროჩო, ტოდი არ გაჩერებულაო და იძახისო რომ აუ გავანადგურებო ირაკლისო შეო პინსო არ პინის ბალის არ მოვაშორებო
But just
მისცემსო.
add that it's a joke. He never said such thing.
რა თქმა უნდა ვხადაოფო ინგინმა დასცინა რომ სინამდვილეში არ უთქოს.
ვიცი, ენგის უყვარს მსგავსი ხუმრობები და სულ ერთმანეთში ცდილობს ხოლმე
He
რომ
says Engin likes to
დავაჯახოს.
steer the pot, right? Yeah, I don't know
Yes,
Georgian, but I can understand. Yeah, that's the fun part. As long as there is no toxic feelings, just yeah, everything is fine. Yeah. And Irakli, I have seen you. When did I see you? 3 weeks ago, maybe. Like any improvements since then?
ირა ბოლოსო დაახლოებით 3 კვირის წინ გნახეო და მოიმატე კიდე მის მერე რამეო თუ ისე კარგად ხარ როგორც ხავერთ რო
ნუ ამე სულ ვიმატებ და ვიმატებ, ანუ როდესაც ვცდილობ პიკზე ავიდე შეჯიბრისთვის და ახლა როდესაც ვნახა საშუალო ფორმაში ვიყავ ახლა უკეთეს და მალე პიკზე ვცდები.
So far he's not yet peaked. So throughout the preparation he tries to peak, and since the last time you saw 3 weeks ago he was very good shape, but now he's even better, but not at his peak yet. It's yet to arrive.
I understand. And I share the post, and I said, Todd Hutchings says that he will like clean the floor with Irakli. In fact, Todd didn't say that, but somebody uh, made that and tagged Todd, and Todd shared. So I thought that Todd
yeah.
is in common feelings, with it. So and does what does Irakli think about that?
ირა, ესე იგი, ამას წინათო პოსტი გააზიარაო ტოდმა, უშუალოდ ტოდის დაპოსტილი არ იყო, ვიღაცამ დათაგაო, მონიშნაო და ტოდმა მერე გააზიარა თავის გვერდზე, ანუ რეალურად თუ გამოდის მის აზრს იზიარებსო, ვინც პოსტი დადოო, რომ ანუ ესე იგიო, ირაკლითო მოვწმენ დიატაქსო, რა, სუხოიზე გავანადგურებ, და ტოდმა გაიზიარა ეგ აზრი და რა სეტყვია, რა.
ანუ ახლა კარგიც არის მსგავსი ხუმრობები რაღაცეები ახლა, მაგრამ არ ეგონოს რომ ძველი ირაკლის ხდება უკვე სხვა ლეველის ირაკლის შეხვდება და აი ნახავს რომ დღე და ღამესავით განსხვავდებით მე და ის თითქმის 3 წლის წინანდელი ირაკლი.
Well, he's saying that yeah, it's really good. It's great for the sports because such excitement and such a kind of teasing posts. He's all welcome. But Todd, directly to you, he's saying that do not expect the guy who you beat last time. It's like black to white difference this time. It's completely different.
Oh, I fully understand because he's a lot smaller now. He's only 95 kilograms now. He's a lot tinier now.
კი, ნამდვილად ეგრეაო, მეც ვიციო რომ შავი თეთრისგან განსხვავდება, ეხა უფრო პატარაა და 95 კილოა.
მაგრამ ბევრად ძლიერი თქო.
Yeah, but lot stronger.
We will find out. Todd, you always say that like 100 kilo elbow versus 100 kilo bicep, and I understand that, but I'm sure a lot of people also understand. Can you explain what you mean by saying that you have 100 kilo elbow and your opponent has 120 kilo bicep? So you are basically saying that the bicep will not matter. This is what I understand.
Yeah, I think side pressure overwhelms whatever you generate with your bicep. between the two, whether it's side pressure or bicep pressure, I think the side pressure is more important. I myself ain't real. I'm very impressed with his bicep curling ability. I mean, to be up there banging with Simplinkov and Levon is amazing in and of itself. I myself don't do any bicep curls. I don't think bicep curls are that helpful in arm wrestling. So I'm just taking a shot at somebody who's got a world record lift behind his back, that I can't do. I mean, his bicep curls like 100 pounds heavier than mine. So 50 to 55 kilograms heavier than mine. So what he does with that bicep curl is impressive. I just don't think it helps in arm wrestling. I certainly doesn't think it's going to help a top roller.
So basically, you are saying that Irakli, you would beat me in a lifting competition, but we are arm wrestling, and sorry.
Yeah, I'm not even in the same class weightlifting.
No, but are you also saying that? But we are arm wrestling, and sorry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, it was my part, but he approved. So tell him.
I will translate it, yeah, exactly how it was. ირა, ესე იგი, რა თქმა უნდა, მე ძალიან ყოველთვის შტაბ-ჭრილების ქვეშ ვარ, რომ მისი ბიცეპსის ძალითო და ანუ რა დონეზეც შენ ეწევი, ასე ვთქვათ, კაჩავ ბიცეპს, ხო, ანუ აი ციპლინკოვს და ლევანის რო უტოლდება, ეგ გასაოცარიაო. თუმცა მე პირადადო კლავჭიჩი ვარ მიმაჩნიაო, ასე ვთქვათ, ისე უკეთეს მოძრაობად ეს ბიცეპსის გამოყენება, როგორც ვთქვათ, გვერდით side pressure რა. ამიტომაც მეორე პირადადო საერთოდ აი ბიცეპსის წევა საერთოდ არც ვაქცევ ყურადღებასო და მე ანუ ასე ვთქვათ შეუჯამა ენგინმა ტოდის ნათქვამი რომ ესე იგი ირაკლიო ან ტოდ ესე იგი შენ ამბობ რომ ირაკლი მე შენ პატივს გცე მალადეც მაგრად კაჩაობ ამ წონებთან მაგრამ ეს კლავჭიდია და წუხვარს შევდის და კიო მასე ვამბობ
ну რა თქმა უნდა იგი ყველა ვარჯიში ინდივიდუალურია და ვის როგორ არ ადგება ეგ ვარჯიში და ახლა ბევრი გავიარე და ბევრი ვიცი უკვე რა შეიძლება გამომადგეს კლავჭიზე და რა შეიძლება არ გამომადგეს სავარჯიშოდ რა და მე ჩემ თავში ეგ ვიტყოვე რომ ეგ მადგება და ეგაა ჩემთვის ჩემი განვითარებისთვის ძალიან კარგი და აუცი ახლა თვითონ ისე თulis მე ასე ვთვლი ახლა ყველა ერთ ვარჯიშს ვერ გავაკეთებთ
და ასევე ეხან გამომჩა მე თქვა რომ ტოპ როლერსო ეგ ბიცეპსიო მithumetes არ ამგონია გამოადგესო რა ეს დასწრება
ბიცეპსი კი ეგ არის შუა ბიცეპსი ჯერაც ერთი რაც ვაკეთებ არის შუა ბიცეპსი და ეგ არის ტოპ როლერსთვის ძალიან დიდი პლუსი როდესაც მინუსში წაუახელი და ვიდმე დაასწრებს რომ აქ ტოპ როლით ვერ დაიჭერა აქ უნდა დაიჭერო შუის ძალი
So, Todd, he understood your point, but he wanted to share his own perspective on this subject. He said that each arm wrestler finds the ways of what would suit him or her the best way. So these curls, whatever I'm doing, I feel that it suits me, and I use them during the matches. So why not? I'll just keep going, improving on that one. And then I restated that I forgot to mention when you said, Todd, that especially top roller, you don't seem to use bicep. Like bicep would be not that much useful for top roll, you said. So I
I think he said it's the opposite way, Todd. Did you not say that it is important for top roll? Todd?
No, I think your biceps are your barbell curl is not important for top rollers.
Oh, okay, yes. Not important.
I translated, and then Irakli said that actually what I'm doing is not like completely bicep; it's like in middle of it. And he emphasized brachioradialis. So he said that for top roll, what I'm doing exactly, and he said for what I'm doing, actually this is perfect for top roll. This is what he said. So it just depends how you curl with bicep and what other muscles do you use.
Well, I'm going to start top rolling because top rolling looks a lot easier than side pressure. So like lazier people can do it. So then we'll see how important it is.
კაიო მაშინ მე top rolls მივეძალები ახლა, იმიტომ რომ ჩანსო რომ ანუ side pressure-თან შედარებით უფრო მარტივი გასაკეთებელი ჩანსო და მივეძალები მაგას მე ცოტა ზარმაცი კაცი ვარ და ნახო როგორ გამომივა.
Good luck.
It depends what kind of top roll is it. If it is open arm top roll?
No. I'm going to top roll like John Brzenk does.
John Brzenk, yeah. We will see. We will see how it will be. I still believe, like I have my own opinion, without controlling Todd's pronator. I don't think that anyone at that weight, the same weight, can beat him. That is my belief. The question, Todd, when you pull against Tadikian, did you say that you couldn't sleep to go strap? Did you say that his hand was like strong? You just didn't want to risk it. You felt that way, or you didn't even try?
The first time I tried slipping, I think he held on to me hard enough and was pushing me off the back of the pad. So, and I was trying to slip kind of posting, and what I really needed to do was do a more dragging slip. But his hit into his press felt containable. His second and third hit felt uncontainable. But yeah, that's a match I would pull completely differently today. So I'm a lot better at getting into the straps now than I was then, for sure.
Yeah, guys, the super chat thing has nothing to do. Super chat option not to be available has nothing to do me becoming rich and not needing the super chat money. There is a temporary monetizing problem. It's not punishment, but it is some kind of transition on the Google AdSense. So just that that is not real, thing. Anyway, so. Okay, Irakli. We did Irakli interview in Georgia, and he didn't talk big. He didn't say I'm gonna win. He said he will do his best, but he said that this is most important. I don't know if you watched that interview, Todd. No, okay.
No.
And he said that like it is because his family will be there because he will be in Tbilisi first time. It is because of revenge opportunity, and it is because a title match, and it is his third title match. So if he wins, he's gonna have the belt permanently. He said that this is the most important match of his life. Am I wrong? Can you quickly remind him quickly, and then we have an approval?
To Irakli, you mean, right?
Yeah, to Irakli. Of course, Tatar understand English. Yeah.
Sorry about that. ირა, ანუ ასე თქვა, რომ შენი სიტყვები გაახსენა ტოდმა, შეიძლება არ უყურა იმ მომენტში შენს ინტერვიუს, მაგრამ შეახსენა, რომ ანუ 3-4 გზის ასე თქვა მნიშვნელოვანი არისო შენთვისო ეს მატჩიო, რომ ანუ რევანში აიღო, ხო მიხდე რაც გაიღო და ანუ ეგ ასე თქვა გაუსვა მაგას ხაზი ტოდის თვალში, რომ ანუ შენთვის ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანია ეს მატჩი. Yeah. And Irakli kind of also understood what you were saying. So as I try to translate, he said, yeah, I know, I understood what Engin said.
Okay,
he remembers.
Where did Todd go?
He just disappeared as we were speaking with Irakli. I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Maybe he got scared what you just told him. I don't know. Hey, do we have exactly the same
Roman, that's my job. You cannot tease the athletes, You are neutral translator. Just joking.
Oh, I love Armwrestling, bro.
Okay, ask Irakli, where does he think that Todd went?
ირა, ანუ ახო საუბრობთ ელიას დროს სად გაქრა ეს ტოდი და შენი აზრი გითხარია, მე ჩემი აზრი გამოთქვი, იმან თავისი აზრი გამოთქვა. Seriously.
რომი აუქვევს მატჩს.
He's saying that maybe he's canceling the match right now as we speak.
მოვიდა.
Okay, Todd, we were just thinking that you wanted to cancel the match. Because once you heard that he said that this is the most important match, and he thought that maybe you changed your mind about pulling him.
Oh no, I'm looking forward to it because once I meet his family, I'll become their favorite arm wrestler too.
ირა, ესო ჩემთვისაც ძალიან აღტაცებელი მატჩია, იმიტომ რომ ანუ როცა ვნახავ მის მშობლებთან ერთად რო იქნებაო და რო მოვიგებო ამ მატჩსო, მე გავხდებიო მისი მშობლების საყვარელი კლავჭიდერიო რა და ჩემთვისაც ძალიან დიდი ის არის მოტივაცია არის.
არ არსებულია ეგ თქო.
There's no way that's gonna happen, Todd. No.
Oh, you got to believe in miracles. It's a brand new year.
ახალი წელია და სასწაულების გჯერავს.
Todd, is it a miracle you to beat him?
No, it'll be a miracle if I become his family's favorite arm wrestler.
Oh, okay.
if I beat him again, it's just legacy.
ანუ ეგ
Go ahead.
I will quickly translate. ეგin მაჩა ეკითხა რომ ესე იგი სასწაული იქნება შენ რომ იმას მოგო თუ რას გulis ხო სასწაულების შერავდა. არა, იმას რო კი მოგებ სასწაული ის იქნება რომ ზაუკეთ მისი ოჯახის საყვარელი კლავჭიდელი გავიჩიტებიო. ეგ იქნება სასწაული.
ეხლაც დიდ პატივს გსწევს ჩემი ოჯახის წევრები თქო, მაგრამ ის არ იქნება რომ შენ მოიგო თქო რა სამწუხაროდ თქო, თორე პატივს მე აქამდეც გსცემდნენ და მერეც გსცემენ თქო. და შენი ასაკის ადამიანს რო პატივი არ სცე თქო, ეგ ძალიან არასწორი იქნება თქო რა, მასეთ ძლიერ სპორტსმენს და შენი ასაკის რო არის თან თქო რა.
So my family members, my entire family already respects you, Todd, regardless of what's gonna happen in future. They respect you, and this respect will stay there. Especially, they respect that the age of the armwrestler in this age as you are, and still competing at high
level. What is wrong with being 35 years old?
ხო, ახლა რა პრობლემაა რომ 35 წლის იყოსო კაცო, რა პრობლემაა?
Yeah, so ისეთი ასაკის არის პატივსაცემია ესეთი ძლიერი სპორტსმენი.
Yeah, his age has to be respected regardless. So he said that his family's respect towards Todzilla will remain. However, unfortunately for him, he's not gonna win. That's what Irakli said.
Okay, that's interesting because a few weeks ago he was saying 50-50, but now he's saying for sure Todd is not gonna win, and Todd is laughing about it. I'm curious about what Todd is thinking and laughing about this comment.
I think I'm going to start top rolling February 15th.
Oh.
February 15-ში უკვე ტოპ-როლერი გავხდებიო რა.
შენ თუ მაგხელა გზაზე ტოპ-როლის საცდელად მოდიხარ, კარგად გქონია საქმე თქო.
If that's the reason why you are coming here all the way from your hometown, that's not gonna end up well for you.
Well, I'm coming because the boss told me to, but I do look forward to it.
იმიტომ მოვდივარ რომ მithresო თორე რა თქმა უნდაო, მე მოგებისთვის მზათა ვარ და ერთი სული მაქვს როდის შევხვდებით ერთმანეთს.
Yeah, but Irakli, the first match, he didn't top roll, but even when he was going sideways with pronation, maybe at the end you lost a little bit your wrist? A little bit?
Yeah. პირველ ხელში როგორც მახსოვსო, ისო ცოტა აი ასე გვერდზე რო გეკაჩებოდაო, ხო, შენ თითქოს და რაღაცა ხელი დაკარგე, მაჯა დაკარგეო და მართალი სწორად მახსოვსო?
კი, ცოტა მაშინ რაღაც არასწორად მქონდა ნავარჯიშები და ბევრ წერტილს ვკარგავდი, მარტო მაჯას არა. ხარსაც ვკარგავდი, მაჯასაც ვკარგავდი, რა ვიცი, ვერც კუნთებს ვერ ვგზნოდი კარგად და მაშინ ყველაფერი წამართვა, მომიგო უშანსოდ. დღეს სულ სხვა რაღაცა. ადრე საშომაც მომიგო, მაგრამ მასა ხო არა დღეს.
Yes, Engin, you remember correctly. Basically, last time, Todd left me no chance. He took not only my wrist, I was unable to even feel my muscles properly. Also, my shoulder, I lost against him, my shoulder, like shoulder game, wrist, everything. So basically, he won, like, without giving me any chance of laying to work. But I upgraded since then. For instance, Sasha also beat me in first match, and then I showed how much I progressed. So I will show this time again that I have progressed, and those mistakes will not happen again from my side.
And Todd, you said you're gonna show people like that you start in top roll from February 15. Is that because like the way you to beat Irakli is just make sure that you protect your pronator, and so by the top roll you are just securing that he doesn't control your pronator. So you can apply the side pressure. It doesn't matter if you are successful to take his wrist or not. So you are making sure that you still have your pronator. Is that so?
Yeah, I definitely have to protect my hand, especially about all the tall, especially against top rollers, especially taller ones. But top rolling just looks easier to me. It's not all that work that hooking and side pressure does. So it just looks like an easier way to spend the evening.
Yeah, but don't you think that to top roll someone, you also need like a good wrist, really strong wrist, because you may try to top roll, but like it is like you think that it is better way to protect your wrist.
definitely need a strong wrist for a top roll, but the straps tend to help that out too. You know, you don't need your wrist doesn't need to be as strong if you're in the straps.
Okay, but I mean, you're gonna end up with strap anyways. I mean, Irakli doesn't have huge hand. He doesn't have that without the strap. I think you both really like the strap. Irakli, are you willing to go to directly strap, or you want to start the match without strap?
დაიწყებო დაბმულზე პირდაპირ თუ დაბმის გარეშეც თავიდან.
რა თქმა უნდა, ჯერ დაბმის გარეშე ვთქვი, მაგრამ თუ დაებმევა, არც მაგაზე არ იქნება მე პრობლემა. არ დაბმის გარეშე
He will try. He will try without the straps. Yeah, he will see where it leads. Yeah. He has no issue with straps.
ჩემი გადაწევები მე ყოველთვის დაბმულზე ვიმდინარეობს, მე ვისაც არ უნდა შეხვდა სულ ყოველთვის ასია.
But like you mentioned, in my pool, like Irakli's matches usually end up being strap.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Like all of them.
Yeah. It looks like somebody did a good homework.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, getting into the straps of the Irakli is. I mean, even if I don't want to, he does. So.
Yeah. He doesn't really control. But let's see how he will approach to this match. Yeah. And would you accept to go to strap if he wanted? If he would go, yeah.
I mean, I would, but with his whole family there, he might want to spend as much time as possible on the stage, so he might not want to go directly to straps because it just shortens up the time that his family gets to watch him compete. So, but I'm willing to go directly to the straps in the interest of efficiency and to make the event smoother. I will do that for you, boss. But you better have him reconsider.
Roman, did you understand everything he said?
Yeah.
Or you want me to a little bit remind you? You look like you were busy with chat or something. But he said he would accept to go to strap directly, just to make sure that event will not be longer than it should be. But he said that if Irakli wants to spend more time, on the stage, so his family can see him longer, so he can try the. I mean that is a heavy word. Just translate it. That's what I was looking for.
I'll make sure to translate.
Yeah.
ირა, ანუ მეო პირადად თუ მირჩევნიაო, Todd-მა თქვა. მეო მირჩევნიაო, რომ ძალიან მალეო მოვრჩეო, საქმე გავაკეთო და წავიდეო ამ პირდაპირ სტრეპსეო, მაგრამ და ასეც ვაპირებდიო, თუმცაო, რახან ირაკლიმ განაცხადაო, რომ თავიდან დაბმულსდისო, ხო, გამოდისო ესე იგი ირაკლის უნდაო, რომ თავის მშობლებსაც ასე ვთქვათ გაუხანგრძლივოს ეს მატჩის ყურების სასიამოვნებაო და მათთვისო ისედაც მოვიგებ და ასედაცო, ანუ ეცდებიო, რომ მთელ ოჯახს ვასიამოვნოო და არა მარტო ჩემ თავსო ამ მატჩით.
ზუსტად მაგას მეუბნოდა კანაის რო ხდებოდა, რომ ძალიან მალე უნდა მოუგოვო.
ვის რო ხდებოდა?
აი ახლა ბოლოს რო ქონდა კანაი.
Kanais რო ხდებოდა. Yeah, I remember he said I remember Todd was telling me exactly the same when he was preparing for his match against Kana. Yoshinobu, like his last match. Yeah. Was it correct, Todd? You told him exactly the same about this?
I might have said such a thing.
So, Todd, how long do you think that the match is gonna take? So that you thought that the strap process will be.
To be honest, I don't think it really takes a long time. I think his longest matches were the ones with John. His matches tend to be fairly short, whether he wins or loses. They're really not that long. So the matches themselves won't be that long, I don't think.
And then you will be ending up winning all those rounds?
Oh yeah, I think that's the best way forward is just to win the first 4.
So you're gonna beat him first 4 rounds, and all together will take a minute or less?
Probably 4 or 5 minutes. It'll be longer than my first match with Prudnik, where the video is only like 3 or 4 minutes long. So.
No. When I say 5 minutes, I'm talking about the actual 1 minute actual pulling time.
No. It's probably 4 minutes actual pulling time.
Oh, so it's gonna be. It's gonna be long.
No, you're right. Probably 2 minutes. Probably 30-second matches.
So every round you're gonna beat him 30 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, 30 seconds is fairly long time.
Yes, long time, long match, yeah.
Yeah.
ანუ ირა ეხა საუბრობდნენ ოდის აზრით რამდენი ხანი გაგრძელდება თქვენი საერთო მატჩი და ახლა იმაზე მეტხანს გაგრძელდება ვიდრე ჩემი და პრუდნიკის იყო რა თავიდან პირველად გალის გადამიარაო და სავარაუდო თუ ალბათ 30 წამამდე ნახევარ წუთამდე გაგრძელება თითო რაუნდიო რა, რომ ჯამშიო 20 წუთში ჩავეტევითო რა.
კარგია რომ მასე ადვილად აპირებდა წაგებას თქო. ბევრს არ მაწვალებს.
It's good that it's great that you are planning to lose so fast. Thank you.
Well, if he thinks 30 seconds is a fast match, we're both in for a rough day.
თუ ფიქრობ რომ 30 წამიო სწრაფიაო მატჩისთვისო თითო რაუნდისთვისო მაშინო დიდი დღე გველის ორთავეს.
კარგი მატჩი უნდა ვაჩვენოთ თქო რაც არ უნდა იყოს ქართველი ძალიან ბევრი ფანები იქნებიან მოსული და ძალიან კარგი მატჩი უნდა ვაჩვენოთ. არ აქვს უმას მნიშვნელობა რომელი ხანში დამთავრდება.
Yeah, to me, it's not that important how long the match will last. For me, it's important that it's in my hometown. Georgians will be there, and I must put the best show possible. I must put the best match possible. So that will be my whole point, main point, not only just finishing it in a specific amount of time.
But what does he have any comment on Todd said that he's gonna win first 4 rounds and secure the match?
და იმაზე რა სეტყვიო რომ ტოდმა თქვაო რომ პირველი 4 ხელიო უცებ მოვიგებო პირველ 4 რაუნდსო რომ გავინაღდო და აღარ დავიწყებ რომ რაღაც თამაშებსო რა. ამაზე რას ფიქრობ?
უბრალოდ თავს იმედებს თქო და ხა ისე უგონია რომ ძველი ირაკლის ხდება თქო, მაგრამ ნახავს რომ სულ სხვა ის დახვდება რა, ასე რომ გითხრათ, აი სულ სხვა სურათი დახვდება რა და ხელს რომ მომკვიდებს, მაშინ მიხდება რომ სულ სხვა რაღაც ვლაპარაკობდიო რა.
It's all just his games to like hope himself up, like to build up hope inside himself, because he's somehow, I guess, still trying to remember the feelings that he beat the guy the first time, but this time, once he grips up with me again, second time, all these thoughts that he's trying to use to build the hope inside him will just vanish instantly, and he will say that, oh, this is a different game now.
So he's gonna hold Irakli's hand and he was gonna say, oh shit.
Exactly. Yes.
როდესაც პრუდნიკი ხდებოდა, ზუსტად ასე მომნეოდა, ასე ხელს რომ მოგკიდებო, ასე უნდა მოგიხარო მაჭაო რა, ასე მითხრა რა, ასე მოგიხრიო და გეტყვიო რომ 95 მეჩ დაბრუნდიო და მე შევპირდი ხელს რომ მომკიდებ, მიხვდები მეთქი რომ აზრი არ აქვს და პირველი მაჩის მერე რომ მოვკიდე ხელი და ასე მოუჭირე და დავაწყებინე მოძრაობა. მე რომ მიხვდა თვითონვე გაეცინა ვიდეოში ჩასდა, იგივე მოუვა თოცაც.
Todd, he's reminding you, maybe you missed the detail when he was pulling Prudnik. Prior to the match against Prudnik was telling him that he would be just like working out his own wrist against Irakli like nothing once they would grip up. That was what Evgeny was promising. But then when actually they grip up during the match, prior to the goal moment, Prudnik felt Irakli's power, and Irakli also obviously himself knew that what Prudnik was telling him was completely not true, so to say. And he said that in the video, actually, of their Armwrestling match, you can tell that Prudnik's face is just changing, that he's starting to smile a bit because he's feeling Irakli's power right there. And he was like,
basically, Irakli is saying that Todd will do the same?
ანუ შენ ამბობ რომ ტოდიც იგივეს იზამსო, იგივეს განიცდისო?
შეშლილი სახე იქნება.
Yeah, it will be evident in video on Todd's face that his complete game will crash.
Well, it's completely possible. Fortunately for me, I have multiple games.
ნამდვილად შესაძლებელია, მაგრამ ჩემთვისო მე მაინც რამოდენიმე ვარიანტი მაქვს თამაშისო რა და იმოძრავებ სხვადასხვა კუთხეებში.
თამაშის ვარიანტი ერთი გაქვს თქო. თამაშის ვარიანტი ასე ჩამომეკიდება ხელზე, სხვა ვარიანტი არ აქვს.
This is the only game you have, like to try to hang on my hand like this way. That's the only game you have. Stop BSing us. That's what you're saying.
So he cannot hook you, Irakli?
ანუ ჰუკში ვერ შეგიყვანს ირა?
ესე შეიძლება ორი ხელით.
Maybe with double hands.
Deal.
With 2 hands, maybe.
I
Kayo
accept.
mo di, huwag ka mo po. Kayo, huwag mo workers.
I accept that
აი მოდი
offer. That's
ერთი ხელით
fair.
ასე წადეთქო რა როგორც ჰუქს შეიძლება ასე წადე ჰუქს შესულად თქო
But for real, jokes aside, you can try one round, whichever round you want, like this, like try to curl me and pull me inside. You can try.
Okay.
Kayo, it's deal.
ანუ შეთვის მნიშვნელობა არ აქვს თქო მაინც მაჯა უნდა გადაგატყდეს ყველა დაწყებაზე თქო და სადო არ აქვს მნიშვნელობა უბრალოდ ცდის მაინც რა
Oh, and regardless, for you, most likely in every way, you will end up losing your hand, but you're welcome to try. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Irakli is saying he cannot hook him, he cannot top roll him, and only way to go is sideways,
He
side
said
break.
he has only one way to.
Okay.
ასე ვაპირებ ბრძოლას თქო აი ეს მე
შენაპირებ ეგრე ბრძოლას? He said, "This is the way I'm gonna fight." He said.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Todd, who would win, John or Kanayi? Or close
Today,
match?
well, I mean, John's beat Kanai a few times before.
And Kanayi also beat him, I think, last time. But
Yeah.
but a few times they had very tough match. But
Yeah.
at this point, like you pull John in Canada and you pull Kanayi recently, would you say that your shape against John was better than your shape against Kanayi, or?
This is always hard for me because Yoshi and John each would pull me differently than they would pull each other. So my experience in these things never quite works out because what I feel out of both pullers isn't what they feel against each other, you know, because Yoshi and John would set up completely different.
But Yoshi is gonna always pulls in that open arm, way, and maybe John will pull differently, but they know each other, and you felt their hand, their power, and you know what John can do. Like not because only what he pull against you, but you guys train probably 1,000 times, and so how do you see it? Would you see that like a match that could go either way?
I still think John's hand is better than Yoshi's.
Is it enough?
John does a lot with that hand. It would be the one thing that goes, I want to pick John to win this match. I really do. The issue is John's endurance has been pretty bad lately, and the endurance John had when he pulled with Yoshi years ago, he doesn't have that endurance anymore. So a John that came in prepped, for more endurance, longer matches, yeah, he could do it. But that King's move, if you can't pin him in if Yoshi can get in there and make those matches long, every long match takes a lot more on him.
Can you say that John's shoulder pressure is better than yours for sure, right? Because you don't really do it. But during the match with Yoshi, a few times you just came there, like I thought you were doing it or you wanted to do it because you felt like, that was the option, or you just wanted to come closer to gain position for something else. But do you think that if you had very good shoulder pressure, you could beat Kanayi easier?
If I had better shoulder pressure, it would have helped me. What happened was I saw that as a lane and it was open, but I myself don't train or practice it enough. So I realized I was real unstable. And like I said, I wasn't worried about him being able to pull me back off center. Yeah. So, I just needed to wear him, keep the match on with him on the losing side, hoping he would eventually foul out is what I was doing at the while.
But did you have a few moments that you thought that I wish I had good shoulder pressure and just finish this thing? On those moments, could John finish him if he was in the same position? Because John can do that. John
he can, and I'd love to say he could, but John threw Irakli into a shoulder roll too. And Irakli dug his arm out and ended up beating John. And again,
but
John's got the good shoulder pressure and stuff, but he's got to get his endurance up. I mean, John has all the skills in the world, but his strength drops off in a hurry when he's tired. And that's what happened with him and Irakli was John had the better hand there. He actually hung into Irakli's top row long enough to take it out and converted Irakli into a presser. But John threw Irakli into a press once. Irakli is able to stop it, hold it there in the losing position for a while, and then come back. So John's got all the skills. He just needs more endurance. He needs more capacity. He needs more physical preparedness.
So you are saying that if John will have enough endurance, he might be the favorite, but
right.
We don't know
right now
yet.
today, I think Yoshi would beat him right now today, unless John. I haven't seen John since Florida, so unless he's been doing capacity and endurance training, if John shows
already,
up, yeah. The John that was in Florida would probably lose to the Yoshi that I pulled just on endurance. That's the biggest hole.
But you are saying that maybe fresh round, he would win?
I think the first round John would win. I don't know if John would win, match 5, but I think John would win match 1.
but if he wins, then even 3 rounds will be enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know why I'm saying
it'll look a lot like the John and Irakli match? John was looking good. What was that? 3-2, I think. Yeah. I mean, it went back and forth, and it was John's endurance was killing him.
Yeah. Irakli, I have a question for you. Do you sometimes think that you are training with Levan, and sometimes if Levan is not in super shape, if Levan is a bit tired, you are giving him trouble? Do you do any kind of calculation I'm even traveling Levan time to time, how can a 95 kilo guy can beat me? Or you are thinking that Todd is something different?
ირა, აი, როდესაც შენს ასე ვთქვათ, ვარჯიშის პარტნიორ ლევანთან ერთად ვარჯიშობ, ხო? ყველამ კარგად ვიცითო. არის ხანდახან მომენტები, ალბათ, როცა ლევანი არ არის ყოველთვის კარგ ფორმაში, რაღაც მომენტში დაღლილი შეიძლება იყოს, ან რაღაც, თქვენი ვარჯიშის დროსო ყოველთვის გექნება რაღაც მომენტი, სადაც შენ გრძნობ უპირატესად თავს, რომ რაღაც მომენტში თავს კარგად გრძნობ ლევანის წინააღმდეგ, ხო? და აი ასეთ მომენტებშიო, ხომ არ ფიქრობ, რომ სადაც ახლა ლევანს უწევ ამ ხელა წინააღმდეგობას და ხანდახან კიდეც უწევ ხელსო. ხომ არ ფიქრობ, რომ 95 კილოგრამი ტოძილა რა უნდა იყოს ვაფშე შენ წინააღმდეგ? ასეთი ფიქრები ხომ არ გაქვს? თუ ფიქრობ, რომ ტოძილა რაღაცაში.
არა, რა თქმა უნდა, ახლა მსგავსი ფიქრები არც მაქვს. იმართლა პირიქით ბევრი მეუბნება დღეს საქართველოში, ვისთანაც ხელს წევ ზოგადად რა, ვარჯიშებზე ახლა რაღაც და ყველა მეუბნება, რომ ადრინდელთან შედარებით სულ სხვა ხარ, ლევანის თვითონ მაგას მეუბნება, სულ სხვა ხარ. ყველა მეუბნება, რომ მარტივად გაიმარჯვებ, მაგრამ აი მართლა არავის ის არ მიმიღია 1% ყურთან, რომ ეს მატჩი ჩემთვის მარტივი იქნება. არასოდეს არ მიფიქრია მსგავსის პირიქით, უფრო და უფრო მაგრად ვარჯიშობ და უფრო და უფრო მაგრად ვემზადები, რომ ახლა რა თქმა უნდა, პირველად წაგებული როდესაც გაქვს, რთულია შენ თავთან მობილიზებული იყო, რომ ეს შემდეგი მატჩი მარტივი მექნება. მარტივი არა, პირიქით უფრო გგონია, რომ კიდევ უფრო რთული გექნება და იმისთვის ბევრი უნდა იშრომო, რომ მარტივად მიაღწიო იმ გამარჯვებას, სადაც იბრძვი რა და ასე რომ არა, საერთოდ არ მიმიღია მაგათ, რომ 95 კილოიანი ტოძილა რა უნდა იყოს, არასდროს არ მithქვია რა.
Well, Engin, many people have seen me pulling Levan. Many people have pulled me personally also, and I can tell you almost 100% of them, they are telling me that I'm going to beat Todzila easy. However, there has been 0 second throughout this preparation since the last time he beat my ass that I would think that I'm going to beat that guy easy. That's not the case. I'm never letting such thoughts to ruin my mindset of preparation.
He doesn't want to get relaxed, he wants to say that I need progress more. There
is 0 second of me underestimating Todd. I know what he's capable of.
Yeah.
And especially coming from as a guy who got beaten, it is not that easy to put myself in the mindset of, okay, last time he beat me, but this time I'm going to win easy. It's not the case. So yeah, definitely, even regardless of what I'm doing at the sparring sessions with Levan, how easy I may pin here and there. No, I never let any thoughts of such things to ruin my mindset, as if I would beat
anyone who is weighing as much as Todd does and underestimating him is not a smart guy, without any doubt. Yeah. if you like last question before we go to the predictions, Todd, what are the big names that you have beaten? Like when I say big names, like super heavyweights and top guys. Did you have a win against Cleveland?
Yep.
Yeah. What was it? 2006, five?
Yeah, somewhere between 2004, 2006. It was in Florida. I beat Cleve Dean and Dave Randall in the same
Dave
tournament.
Randall as well, right? Yeah.
Same tournament, bro.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
I top
And
rolled Cleve Dean.
you top rolled.
Guess it's going to Cleveland top roll for
Just tell Irakli, the guy who top rolled Cleveland, just think what he would do to you about top roll.
Armoid gine ira khaigin gela para ke mara eti ercha period asam tip roman matso Cleveland so top roll გადაუწია ხელი წარმოიდგინე ხარ ას გიზავს
Anyways,
მადლობასაც ვეთქვი თუ ტოპროლით დაიწყებს გადაწევას თქო.
I will thank him if he begins to top roll me. If that's his first game plan, I will just thank him. Thank you very much.
anyway, so let's go. Let's go. How do you see the match? Brett Grundy, Todd, against Basho Saginashvili.
I've only met Brad once, and it was in practice. I think Brad wins. Brad's got a very. Now, when I met Brad, it was a year or two ago, and to be honest, I thought he quit arm wrestling because he's going to go be heart transplants or do some surgery stuff. So the fact that he's back arm wrestling, I don't know what Brad.
I talked with Chen Show. Chen Show said that Engin is ready.
Okay.
Brad, yeah.
Well, then I'm trusting Chance. But the Brad Grundy I practice with, I have a lot of confidence in.
His hand control is like he's pulling away very good. I was very surprised when he pulled against Matt Mask. I was like, it was not winning, but it was also the control there, and I was very surprised.
I couldn't do anything with him.
Yeah. What do you say?
I couldn't do anything with him in practice.
In practice, wow. Irakli, Basho versus Brad.
Bacho 100%.
Bacho 100%.
Wow. That's interesting. And what does he think Brad beating Matt Mask in the competition and also in training, Todd says that he couldn't do anything to him.
და რას ფიქრობ იმაზე რომ ეს ბრენდმა იმაში რა ქვია ტურნირზე ანუ ხელი გადაუწია მათ მასკს და даже ტოდმა თვითონ თქვა რომ მე როცა სპარინგობდი ბრედ გრანდის წინააღმდეგ ვაფშე ვერაფერი ვერ მქენი
მე არ მგონია მაგდან ძლიერი ახლა მათმასკი არავინ არა ისეთი ახლა რაღაც საოცრება არა მათმასკს თუ ეგ ხელს გადაუწევს მაგრამ მე ვფიქრობ ბაჩო მოუგებს 100%.
But his face was like so shocked when you said he's having hard time to believe that you were unable to do anything against him. First of all, that's what he said. But also he moreover said against Matt Mask, we know Matt is good, but to beat Matt Mask cannot be like sensational, something that would be considered as an advantage over Bacho.
And he
was shocked when Todzilla said that he could not do anything.
But he also repeated that Basho is going to win 100% again, right? At the end.
Anu Bacho 100% მოიგებს.
Yes. Okay. Now I wanna ask you, Todd, only. Fia versus Malin, 70 kilo world title match.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me. That's like Rustam pulling Ruslan, right? I mean, aren't they basically sisters?
They are not, but they are very close friends, and they both are world champions. And
I'm picking Malin. I'm picking Rustam over Ruslan. So I pick Malin to win.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask only to Irakli this time. And Vasily Davutashvili versus Stoyan Golemano.
მარტო შენ გეკითხება ვასილიზე და სტოიანზე.
მგონია ვასილი მოუგებს. ძალიან კარგ ფორმაშია ვისპარინგე ვასილთან და ძალიან კარგ ფორმაშია მომეწონა და მგონია რომ მოიგებს.
I did the sparring session with Wasil, and I was really happy what I have gotten from that sparring because I believe 60% to 40 Wasil is favored in this match. We did the sparring and he was good.
Did he like Vasily's shape?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Vasily also said you are very strong. Yeah. And not Vasily, but someone else said. Never mind. And let's go with some other matches. Kurdecha versus Dadikian. Left arm.
You asking me?
If you want.
That again.
Dadikian is gonna beat Kurdecha left arm?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any base of your opinion for something, or you just feel that way and say that way, or is there any?
I just feel that way. I can't really analyze the two of them, but I think Dadikin wins, and I think he wins pretty decisively.
Oh, interesting. Did you know that Dadikian will be over 270 pounds for this match?
Well, I see he's in the super heavyweight category, but he could have probably pulled Kurdechka at the lighter weight. But no, someone told me that Dadikin's really, really big these days.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. And Irakli, left arm?
მე მგონია დადიკიანი მოუგებს, იმიტომ რომ რაღაც მინუსიდანაც წევს რა, ანუ გინმაჯე წავიდეს მინუსიდანაც კარგად წევს დადიკიანი და მის ვერც აწვება, ანუ კურდეჩა რა უჭირს გინდა მაჯა მოუტეხოს ადამიანს, მაინც ვერ ჩადის ის ასე რჩება გაშლილი. მგონია რომ მაინც მოუგებს დადიკიანი.
He also thinks that Dadikian would win. He said Dadikian is pulling defensively also very good, even if you take his wrist and he's like in minus side, in his losing side, he still can pull effectively. From there, can hold. And on the contrary, from Kurdecha's point, he's finding tough time to finish, and he's just leaving his hand open like this sometimes, he said. So because of this, Irakli believes Dadikian will win.
We don't know how is Dadikian's elbow now, if any injury or something to hold like this, but we will see. Because we know that recently he had some left arm injuries, yeah. And yeah, let's go. Oh, Daniel Prokopchuk, Oleg Zok. Left arm.
Daniel Prokopchuk is like one of my favorite arm wrestlers, but Oleg Zok is a legend, so I don't want to pick one of those guys. So I pass. Let Irakli choose twice.
How about having a like technical, logical opinion instead of how much you love them?
I think Oleg is an overwhelming favorite in that match.
Oh.
Daniel is my overwhelming favorite in all his matches.
Okay.
I'm biased. There's observational bias in my prediction.
Okay. Irakli?
მგონია ჟოხი მოიგებს 70-30.
70 to 30% Shock is favorite in my opinion.
Shock is favorite. Okay. And let's go with Betkili Oniani versus Oleg Petrenko. Good match?
Good match.
What's that? 50-50 or?
არა, მე ფავორიტი მგონია მაგ მატჩში ბეთკილი. 95-ზე, ანუ აი 105-ში რომ წევდნენ, ვიტყოდი 50-50-ია მეთქი, მაგრამ 95-ში ბეთკილი ფავორიტი მგონია.
Well, in that match, had it been 105, Oleg would be favorite in my mind, but 95 kg, or Betkili is favorite in Irakli's opinion.
And you follow these guys? Left arm matches?
Me? I think it's Oleg 45% to 40%, and I think 15% is up to the refs. So I think Oleg wins.
What does have to do? These guys are like two of the least problematic guys with the referees. What does have to do with the referee?
It only takes one missed elbow foul or one missed false start.
So you are just saying the match is so close.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. But I pick Oleg to win.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. And Serhiy Kalnichenko, Frank Lamparelli.
Me?
It doesn't matter. Irakli, you start.
Let him go.
Okay,
yeah.
რაღაც ცოტა ისეთი მატჩი მგონია. ლამპარელი კარგი ტოპ როლერია. და რა ვიცი, რაღაც 50-50-ზე ვფიქრობ. მაგრამ ცოტა უფრო ძალიანოდ დავიხრები კალინჩენკოსკენ რა.
51
ძალიან ოდნავ რა, უფრო 50-50-ზე, მაგრამ მაინც ცოტა იმისკენ მგონია უფრო რა.
He's saying 50-50. Lamparelli seems really good, top rolling arm wrestler. However, maybe very little slight favorite is Kalina. But like it, then I asked him,
he's
so you're saying
basically saying
51 to
that
49? And
yeah.
he was like 50-50, but slight edge to
I
Kalina.
believe that it's because of the hand control of Frank Lamparelli versus the horsepower of Serhi. So he's giving the little edge to Serhi.
Yes.
I don't understand anything he says, but I know what it is, and he sees the same thing. So it's
You
easy
understand
for me.
better than I do.
No. Todd?
I pick Lamparelli. I think he's the favorite. Technically, I think they're pretty even. I agree with everybody there. But Lamparelli's got the proper attitude. Anybody that smiles that much has zero stress in his life. So he's not going to get worried or messed
Look
up.
at
So I'm voting for the happy guy.
His criteria are just so different than all of ours, you know. He looks at the world with different things, you know.
He
Anyways,
sees a different world than we do, and I think that helps him. So.
yeah. Anyways, so Michael Todd versus Hermes Gasparini.
Go, Todd.
I'm not betting against Michael Todd anymore. I'm picking Michael Todd. I think he's doing his homework. I think as he's become older, he studies a little, he studies more. So but this is a match to me that could go 4-0 either way. But and I still think it's 50-50, even after a 4-0 score. But I think Michael Todd wins.
Michael Todd is gonna win.
Yeah.
And Irakli?
ამ მატჩი ძალიან დიდი ფავორიტი მგონია გასპარინი.
I find Gasparini huge favorite in this match. Huge favorite.
Huge favorites. Uh-huh.
I think he's the favorite too. I just think Michael Todd wins.
But then what you said, Todd, it means that you don't think he's favorite. You think he's favorite to the most popular opinion, but not for you.
I think if you ran a poll, who would win? I think 75 to 90% of the votes would be for Hermes over Michael Todd.
But that is not your favorite. That's not where you would watch.
It's not my favorite. I think
favorite for the general opinion.
I think the underdog wins this match.
Okay. Underdog according to the majority of the community, but not underdog according to you.
No.
Okay. And a question: How would you technically break down? You know, like the match, like how is it gonna happen? Like,
I think Hermes is gonna top roll and Michael Todd's gonna King's move.
Okay, but where they will end up, we know what they are gonna do, but where the hand position will be. Hermes will lose this.
I think they'll end up with Hermes trying to desperately press at the end. I think Hermes' hand is really, really good and it's strong. I don't know if it's big enough to stop Michael Todd in the center. And I think Michael Todd's going to hit that King's move anyway. So I think Hermes is going to be in a bad position for a King's move, defense.
And do you think that if somehow Hermes takes Michael's wrist, he still cannot finish him? Because Gennady and Kamil went this way, like when Michael had the wrist and they just try to press his arm. But if Hermes takes his wrist, can he still not finish? Or in such case, he would finish?
I think if Hermes takes his wrist and he gets way out on his fingers, you might have the ability to pull the fingers down to pin him.
You're talking about in the strap?
In the strap. But I think it's going to the strap.
Because when you show like this, I thought that like it was without strap.
Yeah, but with those King's movers don't always hold on. So and especially East First refs don't put the strap on too tight, you can still end up climbing pretty high, especially against the
Oh, so
Kings move.
he may climb and then finish. Okay. In such case, he can finish him, or
in such case that with the new Kings move rule, it prevents Michael Todd from getting high enough to prevent his fingers from touching. But I don't think that might happen once. I don't think it happens. Whatever, he's got to win. It's a title or
no, it's not.
I don't think it happens three times.
We have a guy. His name is Levan Saginashvili. He's from Georgia, lives in Tbilisi, and
Really?
yeah, he has the title. So this is not title match.
How long's he been pulling?
I haven't seen him around for 10 years.
Well, if I ever get a match with him, I'll start researching him, and then I'll know more.
Yeah. You better if you want the gauntlets, I still remember you were like, I want this. I said, this for super heavyweight. And he said, I don't care, since I saw this beauty, I may pull super heavyweight. Yeah, you said, yeah. Anyways, Irakli, Vitaly Laletin versus Artem Morozov left arm.
Vitaly Laletin, very big favorite.
Very big favorites. And you, Todd?
I agree. He's the favorite. The underdog wins this one too. Morozov wins.
Morozov wins. Is it like how you feel inside, or you just want to be different? You want to say everything Irakli says. You want to say the opposite way because he's your opponent.
Well, it's only because Irakli's always wrong, but it's not because he's my opponent.
Okay. Because when Irakli said that he's gonna beat you, at that moment you realize that this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he's got to do more research. I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows who Uncle Todd is.
I will quickly translate this. ირა, ამასაც კითხა, შენი აზრით თუ ვინ გადაუწევს ხელს და ჩემი აზრით თუ მოროზოვი გადაუწევს ხელს და მე ის დაეჩემა რო ანუ შენ რა სულ ამის ირაკლის საწინააღმდეგოდ იძახი ყველაფერსო და არაო ახლა იმიტომ კი არა რომ ჩემი ოპონენტია პროსტა იმიტომ რომ ირაკლის სულ არასდროს ამბობს რა და მე ამაზე მოყოლა ის რომ აჰა ესე იგივე ირაკლი თავიდან რო თქვა რომ შენ მოგიგებსო იმ წუთიდან მოყოლებული შენ გონიაო რომ ირაკლი არასდროს ლაპარაკობს.
Okay, let's go to the main event. Gennady Quickvinia versus Devon Larratt.
I think Devon's the heavy favorite, and I don't think he loses a match. I mean, well, wait a second. Maybe the first one. Devon's first match in every super match, he is sometimes close, sometimes he loses it. But I think Devon can King's move as well as Michael Todd. And Michael Todd's King's move gave Gennady trouble. So and see, with Devon, there's the arm wrestling match, then there's the talking match. And I think that talking match wears you out. So I don't know if Gennady is completely prepared for that. Oh, they went through it before. This will be
yes, they did.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I actually think Gennady's got a better chance of beating Devon than he did Michael Todd because they pulled before. And Michael Todd's, I still think Devon wins, but I think it's a lot closer than it was last time.
And Irakli, have you seen Gennady recently?
No? Not recently.
Okay.
იმიტომ გეკითხებოდა რომ ანუ შენი აზრია მასე დევონი გენადის
ვიცი გენადი როგორ ფორმაში არ დადის ხოლმე ძირითადად სასპარინგოთ რა ანუ ჩვენთან არ ყოფილა დიდი ხანია სასპარინგოთ და ფორმიდან გამო გენადი ბევრი საჩუქრების დახვედრება იცის შეჯიბრზე რა და ახლა ტრამის მერე კიდე როგორ დაბრუნდება რაღაც დრო კიდევ აქვს იმის შემდეგ რა გააჩნია როგორ ვარჯიშობს და როგორ ფორმაშია რა ვიცი უფრო 50-50-ზე შევაფასებდი ამ მატჩს რა
He would consider 50-50 this match this time. About Gennady, he said that recently he hasn't showed up at the sparring session, so I really can't tell how well he has recovered from his injury. But obviously he had more time this time than he had it against Michael Todd. So if Gennady did all his job great and if he feels good right now, considering his injury, then it would be great. And also, he said that we have seen surprises from Gennady, so it's not gonna be any surprise if he wins either. So he said 50-50.
Okay, guys. Todd, if you win this match against Irakli, you want to continue pulling 95 kilo and to take care of an old business, unfinished business?
Leave me down here with these scrawny boys for a while and let me pull the three amigos after him, and then we'll talk about my unfinished business in the other weight classes.
Oh, but you have some unfinished business in 95 as well, as far as I.
But I got a question before we go. There's only 11 matches. Is there only one press conference?
No, 2.
So Devin gets his own, and then the other 10 matches are in the other press conference.
That was a good one.
Because it doesn't break my heart if I'm in a different press conference than Devin. I'm just telling you. I will.
You want to be in the first one? You want to be in the first one?
Irakli can be in the press conference with Devin, and I'll be in the press conference without Devin. That would be fine.
So you want in the part 1?
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
Devin's press conferences are exhausting. I get exhausted in Devin's conference.
What's that?
When I'm in a press conference with Devin, it's exhausting. Okay.
But I was told that you are the biggest fan of his press conference.
Nobody told you that. Devin's press conference should start a day earlier, and then when it's over, the rest of us could go.
Okay.
დევონის პრეს კონფერენცია შეიძლება დაიწყოს ერთი დღით ადრეო და მერე დანარჩენებმა მერე მივხედოთ, თორე ამასე გადავა დევონის კონფერენცია ძალიან მიხარდება.
ой, სულ მასე ლაპარაკობს.
He agrees with Todd.
საქართველოს შიში ექნება ბევრს არ ილაპარაკებს თქო.
But once he enters Georgia, once Devon enters Georgia, he will be scared. So we should not expect him talking that much.
Why would he be scared?
Once he enters Georgia, because statistically Georgians are his limit. So Irakli said that once he enters Georgia, he will be scared. So he will not talk that much.
Okay, but just your opinion that because of stylistic thing, is that why he thinks that Devon will be scared? Or is it about all these things? Is I'm the king of Georgia or something?
ეგო ანუ შენი აზრიაო გასაგებია რომ ეგრე ფიქრობ დევონ შეშინება მაგრამ გითხარი რატო ფიქრობ ეგრეო იმიტომ ხო არაო რომ ვითომ ახლა გაგაბრაზეთო საქართველოს მეფედ უნდა გამოვცხადდეო
არა რა თქმა უნდა ეგ კარგია ხუმრობს კარგად ახლა სხვათა შორის საქართველოს შეიძლება ჩემზე და გენადიზე მეტი ფანი დევონს ყავდეს ახლა მაგის რა თქმა უნდა ვიხუმრეთ ორი
Yeah, it's all joke. Like it's not. Devon has huge amount of fans in Georgia, and he said that it may not be surprised if Devon's fans in Georgia are more than my fans. So yeah, but he's obviously also joking. So it's all good.
Okay. So then we made an agreement, and the press conference. Todd wants to be in the second part, and then the 10th match right before the Devon's part on the press conference. Okay. Correct?
Works for me.
Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you, Irakli. Thank you, Todd. Do you guys have any last word to each other, or that's fine? You guys.
I look forward to seeing Georgia. I've never been there.
And you, Irakli?
ნუ ახლა კამრის დასაღებად მოდის რა თქმა უნდა ტოდი მაგის мотивация აქვს მაგრამ მაპატიოს თუნდა ნუგოს გავატან კამარს ვერა მაინც სულ ტოძლას ახსენებს და
Todd, I know you're coming here to take the belt and don't go empty-handed back in USA. However, unfortunately for you, that's what's gonna happen, that you would go empty-handed. But I can also give you Nugo, because since he's talking non-stop about you, Nugo wants to match against you, Todd. So Nugo Chikadze, you can take him instead of the belt and then do sparring with him. He's talking about you non-stop. He wants to match against you. He said it multiple times. Yeah.
Well, he's got to take that up with the boss. I don't set the matches.
Yeah,
boss,
but
I get
you
busy
should
time.
even tell me. You should even tell me that he should ask me this instead of the belt. That doesn't sound good, because that was, you are not gonna take the belt, but instead you're gonna take Nugo. So now you are saying asked it about Engin, like about Nugo to Engin. It sounds like the second option is gonna happen. You know, like you are gonna leave the belt there. What's that, Todd? I'm very disappointed. You know, I
No,
didn't.
no, no.
I'm joking.
He said Nugo. He said Nugo wanted a match. I said I don't set the
No,
match.
no. He said instead of, you're gonna leave the belt here, and instead of that you can take Nugo. He said. So it sounded like you are taking Nugo when you focus there, instead of saying that no, I'm not leaving the belt there. I'm gonna take with me. You know.
I was just going to loan him the belt so that he could still wear it and stuff, so I didn't have to carry it on the airplane. I
Oh,
was
okay.
still
I'm
going
thinking
to
you mean
own
the
the
third
belt.
time permanently.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It was just on loan, like what they do with museums.
Okay. Yeah, that made sense. That made sense. I'm very inexperienced and young. So explain that part and we finish.
ანუ ეგო ასე ხეფო მე აქამოს ის ჩაეძია რაზე იცი ამა რო გითხრა შენ როგორ წაიღებო რაღაცა ისე დაიწყე საუბარი თითქოს თანახმახარ მაგაზე რომ კამარი დატო მე ის ჩაეძია არა ეგო იმიტომ თქვიო რომ ასესხეფო კამარს ესხად დაუტოვებო რომ მე არ მომიწიოსო თრევ ამ ხელაგზაზეო რა მუზეუმებს როგორ საძლევენ ხოლმე
არა
რაღაცა გარკვეული
მაგის გარანტიას გაძლევთ რომ კამარს ვერ წაიღებს საქართველოსდან თქო.
It
He
says
said,
they
I can
guarantee
guarantee
that the belt is coming. Say stay in there.
he's staying there. Yeah, he can guarantee that the belt is gonna stay in Georgia.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Take
Good
care.
luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Take care, guys. Take care. Thank you
Take
very
care.
much, Roman.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Irakli.
Anytime,
Take
brother.
care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.